It's no secret that at this point, American muscle seems to be completely dying off. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not Ford is going to discontinue the Mustang pretty soon. And today I'm not talking about the Mustang Mach-E. I'm specifically talking about the EcoBoost and GT coupe models. So I have the EcoBoost here today. This is 2025. I bought it brand new if you guys haven't been watching me for a while. And you guys can check out a review of this car up top or down below in the description if you guys are curious. It's no secret that at this point, American muscle seems to be completely dying off. The Dodge Challenger and Charger are completely gone, and the Camaro is gone as well. Chrysler is bringing back the Charger next year, but we're really going to have to see what that looks like, if they produce it for more than a year, or really what the deal is. I think they're only bringing it back in a turbocharged 6-cylinder format right now. I have not heard about the V8 model coming back yet. If that changes, please let me know down below in the comments so we know exactly what's going on. But as of right now today, I have not heard anything about them bringing back the Hemi V8 Charger or Challenger. So really right now in 2025, the Ford Mustang is the last remaining American muscle car, and you can get it in the EcoBoost like I have, the 4-cylinder turbo, or you can still get the traditional 5-liter V8 muscle car style. So the problem is 2024 was the worst selling year ever for the Ford Mustang, and 2025 is shaping up to actually be worse. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. One, we got to talk about the price. You used to be able to get an EcoBoost Mustang in the low 20s. Now you're talking about the low 30s, and that's if you really can get a good deal. So just that price jump right there is making a lot of people kind of be like, I don't know if I really want to pay $30,000. And then you used to be able to get a GT if you really got a good deal in the low to mid 30s. Now you're talking at least in the 40s. And of course, I'm talking brand new. All right. You could go pick up something less for used, but really when it comes to sports cars, I personally wouldn't want to buy used just because I know how these kind of cars are driven. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, but I think the price is just driving a lot of people out of the market, especially a lot of younger guys. A lot of younger guys and girls are just not going to go out and really be able to spend in the low 30s for a new car when you can go buy something a lot more practical like a Nissan Sentra or a Hyundai Elantra in the low 20s right now. It's just really hard to justify an extra $10,000 to get into a 2-door coupe. And now moving into the next reason, number 2, these cars are just not super practical. Like for most people, this is going to be kind of like your secondary driver, your joyrider. This is personally my main daily driver right now. But I don't have a family, so I don't have to worry about putting kids in the back or anything. But if I did have a family, it would make it really hard to justify buying one of these cars as my main daily driver because I would probably need a 4-door car. So it's just not super practical. And a lot of people are opting for stuff like smaller, more compact SUVs and stuff just because you can fit a whole family in there and you have a little more trunk space and stuff, which obviously makes sense at this point. So it's kind of hard because I don't want to say like Ford should make like a 4-door Mustang or something, but I mean at this point it's so bad that the Mustang Mach-E is actually outselling the traditional coupe Mustang, which is kind of crazy to think about. But moving into the next reason why it's just not selling really well, I think it has a lot to do with the culture of people who buy Mustangs. Like people don't want to go buy an EcoBoost Mustang for guys to make fun of them and belittle them and stuff. And guys don't want to have to constantly compare the size of their engines and stuff, especially if they have a family. Most people just want to be left alone. And for lack of better terms, the car bros out there just kind of make owning a Mustang a little bit miserable. I mean, I've been making these videos for about 4 months at this point, and you car bros out there with no lives really are just vicious for absolutely no reason. And I don't personally care what you guys think out there, but a normal everyday person doesn't want to buy a vehicle just so others can try and belittle them and compare their engine size and try and race them on the highway and stuff. You know, people just don't have time for that, and it really is annoying. And then the main reason is, think about the price of everything right now. So I got this car, I pulled out a small loan at a 6% interest rate. The 6% rate kind of sucks, to be honest. It should be lower for a brand new vehicle like this. And car prices have really ballooned. So about 5-10 years ago, you could go buy a new EcoBoost Mustang, let's say, for about $20,000. Then you could also go buy a compact SUV for a family for low 20s, maybe low 30s. So let's say on average, you could get both vehicles, one for the family, one for fun, for about $50,000. Now to go buy like a nice compact SUV, you're talking $40,000, $50,000 pretty easily. There's more affordable options, but people that have to drive to work every day and want to drive around their family and kind of want some of those creature comforts tend to spend a little bit more, and you're talking about that $40,000, $50,000 price range. So a lot of people are just opting to only have one car, and that means they just don't have the budget anymore to go buy a joyrider like this. They just buy their one car. It's a compact SUV, maybe bigger SUV, and they're done with it. That's it. And I don't blame people for that. Like, if I had a family, probably wouldn't be driving this around as my daily driver. That's kind of why I bought it when I did, because at some point I'll have a family and I won't be able to kind of go out and make a purchase like this just for myself. You know, I'll have to think more about my family. So it's just a combination of things. The car culture is just bad. It's too negative. Let me get over here. The prices of everything have gone up so much. Ford kind of hasn't done anything to really change the Mustang that much in recent years. Like the last 10 years, it's basically been about the same. There hasn't really been a whole lot of changes or ingenuity to the Mustang, you know, kind of trying to do something to make it different from everyone else. It's kind of just, they changed the body design a little bit in 2024, but it honestly doesn't really look that much different than it did in previous years. And then it's just not a practical vehicle for most people. That's really going to be it for today's video. I hope they do not discontinue the Mustang, but Ford really has to do some stuff if they want to continue building the Mustang. Like, offer lower interest rates would be an easy thing. Maybe offer an incentive, like if you buy a brand new F-150 or another Ford vehicle, you get $2,000-$3,000 towards a brand new Mustang, and maybe that'll at least get people to test drive and kind of build the interest in the Mustang. And then ultimately, I think the marketing can be a lot better, and it needs to be branded as a lifestyle. You know, it's kind of, when you think of Mustang, you think of a car bro, kind of a bum who a car is his whole life and stuff. And a lot of people just don't want to deal with that crowd and people like that when they're just trying to drive around and enjoy their lives, and they got other things to do other than compare the size of their engines with other guys. You know, it's just ridiculous. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something here as to why the Mustang is not selling. I don't want them to discontinue it because I've always been a fan of the Mustang, but the more we go where Ford is just not being able to really sell the car that well, the more likely it is that the plug is just going to have to get pulled at some point, because they're going to start getting pressure from shareholders and stuff, and they're just going to have to end the traditional two-door coupe Mustang. I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys soon for another video. I got some exciting stuff coming for y'all real soon.